What's going on, guys? My name is Colin. I'm over here with the NightHourCrew, and we have big news. You can see we've got two engines here. This is the old engine out of my 2001 BMW 330 Ci. This is an iron block 6-liter. It's been a really good motor for me. I've had it for probably 4 or 5 years. Lots of drifting, lots of rev limiter, tons and tons of fun, and it developed a noise. The noise sounded a lot like a rod knock, and we kind of determined it was coming from sort of back here-ish. We pulled the motor out of the car, and we did find out what was wrong with it. It was not actually a rod bearing failure. It was a little more than that. We ended up finding that the piston was contacting the counterweight of the crankshaft because the rod was bent. We'll insert a video here of kind of what we saw and how we found it. Looking down inside of here, this rod is bent and it's pushing the piston into the cylinder bore. I have the rod right here. You can kind of see it sort of curves this way, and it's also bent sort of that way as well. It was just short enough to cause that piston to crankshaft contact. We have a new engine. This is also an iron block 6-liter. This is kind of the unveiling. This has been in the bag since it came back from the machine shop, so we haven't taken it out of the bag yet. This is the big moment. We're gonna take it out of the bag and we're gonna paint the block. We're gonna do a whole assembly video. Hey KG, come help me.
Oh yeah!
I need your help taking this bag off.
I cannot wait for this!
It's been way too long. Does it go down?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay.
There she is.
Yeah!
So this is an iron block 6-liter that was bored 65 over, 4.065 bore. We went with a Mahle piston that's good for high RPM, nitrous. It's ring gapped for boost. I don't know that we're ever going to add boost, but you know, the option's always nice. We had this done at Redline Machine in Lehigh. They did a killer job. Man, this looks awesome.
It looks fantastic.
They do such good work down there. Mahle pistons, Eagle rods. We've got a big nasty cam for it. We'll talk more about the build as we kind of go through things. This is just sort of like unveiling, and we're gonna do some block prep. We're gonna get all of the surfaces taped off, get the block degreased, get everything ready for paint. All right, we're gonna turn this over. See what it looks like from the bottom side. Oh, it looks pretty good in here. These rods were rated for 800 horsepower. I don't think we'll be anywhere near that. We're hoping for like 400, 450 wheel. That would be ideal. The rods look super nice though. They do.
They look very
Eagle makes such a good looking rod, seriously. We had the whole rotating assembly balanced. Block was decked. We had the heads gone through. It's gonna be a sweet build. So taking a look at the outside of the block, you can see there's like a little bit of buildup, probably mostly just paint. There is some rust, just surface rust. This was hot tanked, so should have most of the loose stuff off there. We're gonna use some like wire brushes and just do what we can to get it cleaned up and try and make that paint stick. We're definitely not professionals, we're just hobbyists who love this stuff, so we're gonna do whatever we think is right and try to make the best build we can. So we had some old covers and an old oil pan in the back. We're gonna use these to cover up the front and rear of the engine, the bottom of the engine, while we prep it for paint. These are not the ones we're gonna be using on the car. We've got a whole Holley oil pan, so it'll fit in the car. We've also got other timing covers, but we're gonna use these just to keep paint out of the bottom end.
Could you be careful?
Sorry. My bad. Gotta get some bolts. Got bolts for that too. So we'll just put this one here. I'm gonna find some bolts. Just a couple of bolts, this should be all we need. Hopefully we get this block looking as good as it needs to. We're going to try this wire brush first, I guess, see what happens. That's working. At least taking the big chunks off. this does. I wonder if we should, well, we probably need to sweat it before we paint it. Let's do some here. You can see we got the water pump taped off. This is a trick I've seen online. I've never actually done it myself. We're gonna try it out. You can sort of use a rubber mallet to form the tape around hard edges. And then it gives you a perfect cut. Yeah, rubber mallet. So we got our box of random plugs here. We're seeing what we got about plugging the crankshaft hole, plug the front main seal hole. I don't know if I got one that's gonna fit that front main though, not gonna lie. Way too small. We're just gonna tape it. You have that tape? I did not clean this timing cover, so hopefully this sticks. My bad, dude, my bad. Okay, don't judge me. Yeah, fix an oil leak with this tape. Front main, who needs it? All right. Oh, dead battery? Nope. Flip her over. See if we can't get the top end protected. We're just gonna use tape on the whole thing, huh?
Think so?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it needs to be super straight, but oh no, it's okay. Well, we got it all taped up. It went pretty well. We had a little hiccups along the way, but I think it's gonna work out good. We had to plug the cam sensor and the oil pressure sensor holes back here. Had to plug the crank sensor hole on this side. I just had some rubber plugs, used the same thing for the dipstick. I only taped off a few of these threaded connections because those are the ones we use. Being a swap car, we don't run AC. We use an aftermarket power steering bracket and stuff like that. So we don't need all the holes that are on the engine, and we're gonna paint the ones we don't need. Probably tomorrow, we're gonna get it degreased and prepped and hopefully painted. That's the goal.
Okay.
I was too excited. We decided to degrease it tonight, so. Hey, easy, okay?
Don't spray your friend in the eyeball.
Don't get it in your mouth, apparently. Gotta keep it out of your lungs, dude. You're not. My eye. We got the old propane torch. Maybe. We dried all the brake clean, so hopefully we don't have any fires. And we're gonna use this to kind of pull the moisture out of the block, remove maybe any oil residue that still happens to be there, burn it off, and give us a nice clean surface to paint. I'm not sure if you can see on camera, but as you kind of heat it, oh look, a little fire. As you heat it with the torch, you can kind of see the moisture evaporate off the outside of the steel. And that moisture would cause rust underneath the paint, which is inevitably going to make it peel. So hopefully it doesn't peel. Hopefully it looks good when we're done. Still burning.
All right.
This is another trick I've learned after painting a few different things. If you heat up your spray paint can at least a little bit, they spray so much better. We've just got hot water in the sink. We're gonna kind of preheat these cans a little bit, and hopefully we've got a good spray pattern. All right, we preheated our cans. We're using some Duplicolor engine enamel because that's what O'Reilly had. Let's see what temperature they are. Not real hot. 110. 115 maybe. We're good. Everything's fine. I'm glad that didn't explode. That would have been a mess. Even just with one coat, that looks awesome. So we got a kind of a light first coat, a little bit heavier second coat. Currently we're waiting for paint to dry. You're probably wondering, how much does something like this cost to have built? I'm sure it depends on your machine shop, right? What kind of processes they use, how much work you actually need, how much work the block needs. This for me was around $3,500. That's what it cost to assemble this short block. And then I have probably $700 in rebuilding the cylinder heads, new valve guides, new valve seats, all the valve job, clean the heads, decked the heads. So you're probably like $4,000 to have an 800 horsepower capable LS built at a reputable machine shop. It's looking good though. You can tell a 6-liter LS because it's stamped on the block. The 4.8s and 5.3 share the same block, but they're marked differently. Guys, we are back. It's been a couple of days. The paint has had plenty of time to cure, and we're gonna unwrap it. We're gonna take the used timing covers off, take the oil pan off, take the tape off the top, and see how it turned out. Right now it looks good. We haven't even unwrapped it yet, and it looks so much better than it did before. It's gonna look really good.
It's easier if you push on the piston.
See if I could take this off of one big piece.
Oh, I should have thought about that.
Almost one big piece. Got some crispy big lines, that's good.
I'm assuming you sprayed it on the stand. Right?
Yeah, I did. It was on the stand the whole time. Oh, what do you think? You haven't seen it dried up yet.
No. Oh, yes. Yeah! So clean.
Good catch. There it is. All painted up, ready for assembly. In the next few videos, we'll be putting together the bottom end, oil pan, pickup tube, front cover, front main seal, rear main seal, cam, lifters, lifter valley. You know the drill. Stay tuned for some build videos.